So you guys know I'm pretty high maintenance when it comes to skincare and makeup. I know subscribers have been asking me to review more drugstore brands. You guys stay tuned for the next week and I'm going to see how I do on $100 at Walmart. Hey guys, so this is my third night doing my evening routine. Fourth night doing my new evening routine from the Walmart $100 challenge. So anyway, so I just took a shower, and in the shower I washed my face with the simple micellar cleansers I'm actually growing to like. I actually used it with my Foreo device and it seemed to do a pretty good job, but we're going to find out just in case not everything came off. We're going to do my micellar cleansing water. So let me get a little cotton thing. And I know it's kind of the test of every cleanser. Will the cotton ball come out clean or super dirty? I guess we'll find out. Usually it's been doing a pretty good job. So anyway, although I will say one of the biggest parts of my routine that I miss the most, because I probably spend an hour in here every night. You know, I've got skincare products, I've got tools, I've got laser things that I bought from Sephora. I've got the micro needle thing. I've also, what was the other thing I have? Oh, I had the light pulse things. So I've got a lot of like little tools that I would use. And then the cleansing things and tools like that, like the Clarisonic and the Foreo. But just as part of the challenge, I really haven't been using them, or I haven't been using them up until today when I used that Foreo to cleanse my face. Because for the most part, the gel cleanser did a good job, but I just wanted to make sure my pores weren't going to end up like clogged and dirty at the end of this experiment, because I have noticed that my skin is looking a little more dull, which is probably because I haven't been using an alpha-hydroxy acid in it. So it came out very, very clean. Very clean. Almost spot-free. So it did a really good job cleaning, because as you saw in my routine, I put on a I put on the sunscreen thing, then I put on the primer, then I put on the Revlon foundation, then I layered it with an e.l.f. setting powder, and then bronzer, highlighter, blush, eyeshadow, terrible mascara, and a lip oil, and it did a pretty good job removing all of that. So anyway, I did cheat just a little bit, because my neck area always gets super dry. So, and I started itching it, and I got to stop. But I used a little bit of this just right here. And I'm going to reapply a little bit more right there now, just to make it go away. So I think like subconsciously when I'm thinking or driving, I just start scratching my neck for no reason. So anyway, there we go. So that's kind of cheating, but kind of, I don't know if that's technically part of my body, but anyway. Well, I guess it technically is, but I mean, technically I can use body products, but I'm not going to use the face is only the Walmart stuff. So anyway, so technically I'm going to count this down as part of my body. And I'm still using my normal shampoo. And you know what I always use that I love? Moroccan oil in my hair. It makes such a difference. I love it. I've been using that for like a decade. And then on my super dry scalp, the Ordinary multi-purpose serum for hair density. I usually just put a little bit down my part. And I don't really have an issue with hair density, but I do have an issue that my scalp is super dry. So this actually seems to be doing the trick, because I was using Scalpicin for a long time and I would just apply it. But I read in the long run Scalpicin is not very good, because it contains, well, hydrocortisone, but it also contains denatured alcohol in there. So actually when I stopped using it and started using just the Ordinary hair density serum, my scalp has gotten so much better. So it could also be the fact that it's not negative 30 out in winter, and it's like only 30 or 40 now. But anyway, so it could be that. I don't think it is. I think it's I stopped using that and I started using that Ordinary product. So anyway, so now that I've done the micellar cleansing, I'm going to use the Simple Replenishing Rich Moisturizer, which I've grown to really like. It doesn't have a ton of like super beneficial ingredients. It's a rather simple ingredient list. I guess that's the name of the product. But for the most part, there's really not much that can cause many issues for you. So, you know, sometimes you just need the good old-fashioned stuff and you don't need a lot of fancy ingredients, or sometimes it's good to give your skin a break, I guess, from all the fancy stuff we use every day. So, there we go. Yeah, I really like this. And I just love that it's affordable and fragrance-free. Oh, I didn't look at who the manufacturer was. Unilever. They're probably not cruelty-free, I'm guessing. Okay, so there we go. I think out of all of this is becoming my favorite product out of everything. Okay, so I got that little layer in, and it's almost fully absorbing. The other bummer was I couldn't afford an eye cream, so I'm just applying the moisturizer on my eye area, since eye cream wasn't in the budget. And neither was retinol, alpha-hydroxy acid, or a real vitamin C serum. So anyway, I applied that, and then I'm going to go with my Neutrogena Hydro Boost for extra dry skin. That's the one you want, even if you don't have extra dry skin, because it's like 67 cents cheaper, and it's fragrance-free. And that's, to me, the biggest difference between the two, is that this one's fragrance-free. So, I don't know, it looks very appealing in the jar. So now I'm going to go a little bit crazy with this, because I didn't before, because of the scent of the other version. So now I'm just going to apply it crazily, willy-nilly, just everywhere, because I love it now. It just feels so much better. Okay. There we go. I just went crazy. You know, if you pick this at Walmart, it's like $16. And I was at Walgreens the other day, and I saw it for $22 there. So, go to Walmart. And that's the nice thing, though, is Walmart let me exchange the other version for this. Really no questions asked with the receipt. They didn't care. But if I would have bought this at Target, Target's different with their return policy, especially with cosmetics, and they will give you grief if you can even get it returned or exchanged. So, just a little tip. Okay, so I've got that. It's almost fully absorbed. It feels nice. My skin does feel nice. The biggest difference, I think, that I'm noticing doing this is that my skin just doesn't look as bright as it normally does. It looks a little more dull, a little more tired. Fine lines are a little bit more visible. I don't really have anything that totally like plumps the skin, you know, like that. So I think that's the biggest difference, is I just don't look as bright as I normally do. I just feel like I look dull and kind of tired, I think, is the look I have. So it could all be in my head too, or it's the weather or something like that. So anyway, so I've applied that, and then for my evening routine, I was kind of just ending with the Shea Moisture coconut oil, and then the Burt's Bees lip gloss. So let me apply that. You know what, though? I have so much extra time now. I don't even know what to do with myself. Normally I'd be in here for like an hour and a half. There we go. You know what else I always do? Instead of just washing that all down the drain, I just run it through my damp hair. I love to shower at night because my hair takes so long to dry otherwise. So if I shower at night, about 60% of the time when I wake up, my hair is fully dry. Not always. But you know what? The other night, I normally have it kind of in a ponytail when I go to bed. The ponytail fell out, and then I drooled into my hair, and it was all disgusting, so I had to re-wash it in the morning. So don't drool on your nice clean hair. But, well, there we go for, I think that was day 4. So, very fun. I'm ready for bed. I'm sure the dogs will be joining me. They love to join me in bed, and they get a T-R-E-A-T, which I have to spell. Otherwise, if you look down here, can you follow me, camera? Ike is right here, and he knows almost how to spell it. So that's why I have to spell T-R-E-A-T, treat, or H-U-N-G-R-Y, or F-F-O-O-D, or what else do I have to spell? B-A-L-L, throwing the ball. He's pretty tired anyway. So, anyway, so I am ready. I think I'm going to skip the Burt's Bees lip oil tonight because I got a little bit of coconut oil on my lips and I'm just going to roll with that. So, anyway, so check out the playlist for tomorrow's morning video. Yeah, so I will see you then. And yeah, definitely check out the playlist and nobsbeauty.com. And thank you guys so much. Hey guys, so welcome to my next routine. And it's the morning. Had very strange dreams last night. And I'll fill you in on those. But I'm going to start getting ready. And I usually just start getting ready by rinsing my face off. By the way, if you're not up to date, check out the playlist link. Anyway, so I'm going to start by rinsing my face off like I do every morning. I don't use soap or anything in the morning because my skin's super dry. And otherwise, once in a while, if I applied like a heavy mask or something, I will cleanse with cleansing oil or a cleansing balm. But usually I just rinse my face off. There we go. And I'm going to dry my face off. And you can see there's some hurdles in my way. Uh-oh, let's stop seeing my face.
You know what to do.
My hands are all wet. Hang on. Okay, so I just rinsed my face off. I'm going to dry it off. If you follow me down, you can see down, way down here, is Ike. He likes to lay in the bathroom in the summer, so I always am hurdling him after I rinse my face off. Sorry, Ike. Okay, so my face is pretty dry now. And, okay, so I finally was able to exchange the Neutrogena Hydro Boost for the Extra Dry Hydro Boost. And I think that's what I'm going to go with today for my moisturizer. So, this is different for me because normally I'd apply like a serum. Well, I'd normally apply an essence and then a serum, and then a vitamin C serum, and then a moisturizer, and then my sunscreen, and then my primer, and then my foundation. But I don't have any of those steps because I only had $100 at Walmart, which I spent... now including the discount on the Hydro Boost, which was 66 cents cheaper than the original version of the Hydro Boost. I still had like $3 left. So I actually probably could have got a decent mascara or a decent sunblock. But anyway, too late now, and I'm already into like day 4 or 5, or I don't know, it feels like it's been like a month of this, but it's really only been a few days. So, I will say that the biggest difference in the morning when I wake up, my skin's not feeling dry or anything, which I thought would be an issue. But the biggest difference is I just don't have much of a glow. My skin just feels kind of dull. And, yeah, so I don't know if it's because I'm not using masks or because my I don't have a retinol that I could afford, or it's because I don't have a good... vitamin C serum, but anyway, my skin just feels dull, more dull than normal. So, anyway, I put my earrings on for you guys, but they're getting lotion all over them. So anyway, okay, so I did that layer. I'm trying to assess now if I need another layer of the Simple Moisturizer, which was really affordable, or if my skin is good. I think I might just do a little bit of the Simple Moisturizer in my T-zone, which tends to get dry, which is the opposite of most normal people. But I'm not normal, I'm very abnormal. So, there we go. So I'm kind of doing the opposite of what I was doing before, which was I was applying this all over and then just the Hydro Boost in super dry areas. But now I'm happy now that I got the fragrance-free Hydro Boost to apply that more liberally. So, there we go. Feels pretty good. My eye area is a little dry, but with the $100, I could not afford an eye cream. So, but you know what? For the most part, a lot of eye creams are just moisturizers. A lot of them. Some of them have specific needs for the eye area, but I don't know. For the most part, a lot of them are just moisturizers. So, okay, there we go. And now is the second most part I dread, which is this Physicians Formula sunscreen and vitamin C stick. The sun's not out much, so I've really lucked out because, you know what, to be honest, if it were really bright out and I thought there was a chance I could get sun damage, I think I would have to negotiate a trade. But since the sun's not out much and I'm applying this very liberally, I'm not as concerned. But if I were going to be outside a lot, I think I would negotiate a trade for a good sunscreen that I trusted. This one I just don't trust because it's a stick. How do you apply it liberally and make sure you're not getting any sun damage? You know, I don't know. And it's only an SPF 30, which SPF 30 is decent. You don't want to go lower than SPF 30. With this, it's just hard to make sure you've really applied it well. I don't know. Okay. I don't want to get wrinkles. Okay, so there we go with that. I don't know. Yeah, this, you know what, I actually dislike this almost more than the mascara, which is like a dried up lump of black coal or something. Okay. I think my skin really dislikes this too. It just doesn't seem happy when I apply it. Okay, I don't know. Well, there we go. You know what, had I done some more research, I would have spent more time finding a foundation that had SPF in it and maybe spent a few more dollars on that. And then, you know what, I spent so many hours analyzing what I should have bought differently. And that's what I would have done. I would have found a foundation that included SPF. There's not a lot at Walmart, though, really, that include SPF. And, yeah. And maybe not bought the primer or not bought the lip oil or I don't know. So then I've been doing my Dewy Skin Primer. And I'm debating if I should just skip that for today. I'm going to go to the gym. I wonder if I need it. Yeah, I'm just going to apply it. What the heck? Maybe it's got something in there that can help with sunblock. I was hoping to see like titanium dioxide in there, but it's not in there. But anyway. I think between the Wet n Wild Dewy Skin Primer and the Revlon Candid Foundation, those are the two shining stars of this whole thing. Well, the simple products are pretty good. And you know, finding the Neutrogena Hydro Boost, fragrance-free, extra dry skin, that was a shining moment too. Okay. You know what, if you have oily skin, probably not going to like this primer as much. Okay, there we go. Because you know, right after you apply it, you look very shiny until you apply your foundation. So there we go. That looks good. Okay, so then I'm going to dampen my beauty blender, which I got for free in a Sephora favorite set probably like 10 years ago. I don't know, the sponges are so expensive, and you know what though, the beauty blender do last longer than any other sponge, but it should when it costs like $15. Okay. There we go. Okay, so it's pretty damp. So is my hand. Okay, so Wet n Wild Candid Foundation. You know what, I still haven't looked up who Revlon is owned by. I'll do that though. It's either probably Estee Lauder or L'Oreal. Odds are. Oh, Ike here's Lincoln barking, so Ike is gone. Now I have the bathroom all to myself. Who? McAndrews and Forbes?
That's what Google says.
That's who owns Revlon. Okay. McAndrews and Forbes. Never heard of them, but I guess I was wrong. The nice thing about the Candid Foundation is that they have so many different shades. And they've got some darker shades, which is nice to see. Because if a company has the money, they should make shades for everybody. in my opinion, but well, whatever. I guess that might be controversial to say. Okay, so... Oh, so my dream last night was that I was like on a hockey team. And a friend that I went to elementary school with was on the hockey team. And we're like playing, but the hockey was like on a yacht. So we were playing hockey on a yacht. And then I kept getting called in, and then my skates wouldn't fit and they kept falling off. Then finally I decided to go swimming during the hockey match, so I left. It's really weird. Anyway. Total random thought. Okay, so I've got that. I think I applied it pretty good. And this is how I clean my beauty blender. I've got to get better at it, but I usually just, I don't know, I use the same Kleenex like for 50 different things, so anyway. Okay, so there we go. We're good. And then after I clean my beauty blender, I always wipe my lips off. In case I've got any foundation or primer on them. There we go. Okay, now my third most dreaded part is the e.l.f. Sheer Tint finishing powder. You know, the first day it wasn't so bad because I still think I had a lot of the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Powder residue on my brush, but now after several days of this, that residue is all gone. So now it's like totally relying on the e.l.f. one. And yeah. I don't know. It's not that bad, but it just doesn't give me a bit of a glow like the Hourglass one would. Okay. There we go. How does that look? Okay. And then to the fourth shining star of everything, the Physicians Formula Butter Box, which I got a highlighter, blush, bronzer, and an eyeshadow all in the same box. And a lip oil that tastes terrible, or a lip balm that tastes terrible. What is this shade? It just says bronzer. No shade. I guess it's just one bronzer. Smells kind of like the beach when you put sunblock on a little bit. I don't know if that's a good thing or not. So now I've got the blush in Natural Glow. The one thing I dislike about these is how hard they are to open. Both of my thumbnails were cracked from opening them. And you know, with this, you just need a little bit because there we go. It's very easy to overdo it. Okay, and then just a little bit of highlighter, which I apply with the IT Cosmetics number 225 complexion powder, which I initially was using this for bronzer, but that didn't work out so well. It works much better for highlighter. So we got that going for us. And the highlighter shade. Normally use the Laura Geller Diamond Dust, which I've heard rumors that that brand is like gone. I don't know. It's all been on clearance lately. I finally picked up a backup of the Diamond Dust. I was debating whether or not I should. And I did. And it wasn't on sale. So now I'll probably go to TJ Maxx tomorrow and find 10 of them on clearance for like $1. But whatever. You know what? It's my favorite shade of almost anything. So I had to get a backup. Just in case that brand is going to be gone. Anyway, so then I kind of blend all of those together with my Dollar Elf Kabuki brush, which I got like 10 years ago. Okay. And then I'm going to comb my brows a little bit. I don't have much brows. There we go. Okay. And then I'm going to do my eyeshadow, which is the Physicians Formula Murmumru Barefoot in Brazil and Sundown Baby Butter Eyeshadow Duo. There we go. And the sun was out for like 5 seconds today, and now it's gone. So I missed my opportunity to see the sun, which is okay as long as we don't get more snow. We got snow a couple weeks ago in April, and you know, when you think spring is about to come and then you see snow, it's always disappointing. Oh, dang it. You know what I just did? Without thinking of it? I clicked this shut. Okay. There we go. Okay. Simple and easy. You don't really even need to think about it because the colors are picked out for you. So, and to be honest, I'm not even sure if I should bother with the e.l.f. Volume Plumping Mascara. But I will admit that yesterday I was going to record a review. So I kind of cheated and I applied the Pat McGrath mascara afterwards because the e.l.f. stuff just looks terrible. It's so dry. So I did cheat a little bit. But you know what? I could have done a lot worse things. Like do my entire evening routine and then fake it. I didn't do that. I just cheated on the mascara. But you know what? Today it seems to be a little bit better. Okay. Maybe it just need to be like warmed up a little bit or something. I don't know. Okay. My lips are a little dry, so it tastes terrible, but I got this with the Murmumru Butter Box. I'm just going to apply a little bit of it because my lips feel dry. Okay. First when you apply it tastes like oranges, and then after that it tastes like chemicals. So, whatever. But you know what? My lips aren't chapped, so that's all that matters. Okay, guys, so that is my getting ready routine for today. Check the playlist, and I will see you guys in about 12 hours my time and like 0 minutes your time if you click on the playlist. So thank you guys so much.